Hello, I'm Tari again. This time I was just wondering why television and the media in the West usually show villages whenever they are showing anything to do with Africa. And I found out that probably that's the other reason why African Americans think the whole of Africa is like one huge village. Well, some of them at least. And I just realized that probably you guys don't really dig deep enough to find out why you always see pictures from Africa, and you always see like video clips from Africa with poor kids starving, you know, and dirty and with flies in their eyes, and then there's a message at the end which says make poverty history. Well, the fact is, most of these organizations that show those kind of images are actually humanitarian organizations that are really trying to help Africa, which I'm grateful for, but they aren't really doing a lot of good to Africa's image, because the people who see those videos, those pictures, end up thinking that the whole Africa is like that. And the other problem is probably filmmakers who come to make their films in Africa, and they have to find people who are living like deep in the jungle, you know, like with probably makeshift shelter or just mud huts with thatched roofs. And of course they want to make money, and they're trying to find out how Africans lived like probably a long time ago, and how people in the villages live. But unfortunately they don't get to explain to the Western kids that it's not the whole of Africa which is like that. Africa has cities and Africa has villages. And if you can get to Africa and land at an airport and live in a city and leave Africa without even seeing a house made of mud and wood and wooden poles and stuff like that. So I think, they come to Africa with an agenda. Well, some of the agendas are really good, like they want to end poverty. So what else can they do? If they want to get aid from the West, they gotta show the worst pictures from Africa and say they're starving, they're like this. But as you all know, that there is no society that is totally egalitarian. So and there's no society with all poor people and all rich people. You find poor people everywhere, you find rich people everywhere. So I'm gonna do a few more videos just to explain why Africa's image is portrayed in the way that it is portrayed. Thank you for watching.